monitor how much kids are leaving your classroom and how long they're gone. You can always do that with a paper sign-out sheet, which gets a little harder to look for or look through things, but sometimes just creating a Google form is quite helpful. So I'm going to show you how to do one here. And I got this idea from Tarver Academy. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, it's fantastic. So I'm going to title mine and put a few instructions. Big thing with this is that you want the students to complete it and show on their computer before they leave. And you don't want them to submit, and I'll show you why in just a moment, because it just helps make this even easier. Okay, so you can do this however you want. If you just want, you can just get students to put just their email address, but or just record the email address, but I find that sometimes kids are using other computers, so they may not be signed in on their account. Going. Now, you can easily set this up yourself however you want to, but I like having these as my places to go, and then another in case it's to someone else, and time you are leaving. And so what you do is you have all these things as required, okay? Send it out however you want. You can share the link. What I usually did, and I will show you in my classes, I just had it as a link. So when they clicked on it, it would pop open for them to go to. You can always do it as an announcement in Canvas. But however you share it is up to you. And obviously you can change and edit all kinds of things. It really is, it's up to you. I'm just going to just do this quick form. Anyway, once you send it out, what's great about this is that you can link it to a Google Sheet. There we go. By the way, if you create a name and then you click up in the name part here, it'll actually add that, whatever you put as a title. Anyway, so now I got my thing. So I'm going to create. So what will happen is you also get this Google Sheet. Now you can share this if you've got multiple people on your team, and then they can see when the students leave the classroom. You can sort it by student, by time, where they're going, or whatever. So like, let's say you want to sort it by student because you want to see, okay, on our team, this one kid has left in every class at least, and it looks like that they leave at whatever time. Well, you don't have to figure out what time they came back, because when they come back, they should click submit, and then that'll give you a timestamp here. So when they enter the time, all you have to do is look at the time they left and then the timestamp of when they actually clicked and came back to help you keep track. And so then this is a way that you as a team can find out. When you're done with that particular day, you can just duplicate that page and you can change the name of that page to whatever day it was. So like today. And you can keep it as you want. You can delete it as you want. But the great thing is that when you've got this, it gives you some information. Let me just show you what it comes up with. So on their screen, it would have their stuff. have them click that part. They put the time. So they can always look at their computer and see that. The only hitch is switching for PM. Okay. Now they come and show you this. They don't click submit until they get back. When they get back, then they click submit. Okay. Then that records. And you can see it automatically did everything here. This was that one that I had saved before, but I can delete that. Now I can copy this, duplicate it, and change the name of this. And then I can just go through and delete all these that are on this first page and start over for a new one. I can show you I can get okay, when they get back, they click submit again. You can see the time. And you can just click delete and all that information will be still available. Like you'll still have all that. But it gives you just all kinds of information and that you can check back on students as they go. Just a helpful way to help you keep track. Certainly you can even just leave that. You don't even have to do a new list. You don't even have to look at it at all, but you can sort for a kid, and then you can sort by the time stamp, and then really figure out, like, if you just want to leave it all in one thing and not even deal with this part, it'll save for the entire year, but then you can just always look back and check any of it that you need. Okay. And then, you can always share this with all of your teams so that way your team can look and it can help you have better conversations about, um, helping students to stay in class more regularly as opposed to roaming the hallways. But this is just an option if your school doesn't have a digital e-hall pass that keeps all this information on its own.